Hello, YouTube pipe community. Well, I made it to my first pipe show, the Chicago Pipe Show, last weekend. It was well worth any effort. My intent in going there was more learning than anything. I don't think I had strong expectations of anything in particular. I wanted to take some of my pipes, get some feedback from people, see how I could improve, take a look at what other people were doing, meet some people. Boy, I was not let down. Everybody told me I was going to be overwhelmed, and it really started from the moment I got there. I arrived early Friday afternoon, had reserved a shuttle to my hotel from the airport, and they showed up in a stretch limousine. Only one in that thing. I didn't know how to act. I'd never been in one of those things before. A little embarrassing, to be honest with you. But nice all the same. So I got to the hotel, and it was right across the street from the venue, Pheasant Run, I guess, in St. Charles, Illinois. And immediately got something to eat, and then walked across the street where they had a swap going on. A lot of people just set up, showing their goods. It's crowded. I guess the line had formed to get into the tent and set up like 6 o'clock in the morning or so. So highly sought after real estate there on that day, and got to walk around and meet a number of people there. A little bit hectic, but as soon as that ended at 5 o'clock, boy, they had people in there tearing down the tables, setting up round tables, really for the smoking tent for the duration. And Friday night they had a free dinner for everybody there in attendance. How they could afford to do that, I don't really know, but it was nice. A little bit of everything to eat. Sample tobaccos there from, I think it was Cornell and Deal, who had some out on the table. Not knowing anybody, really, when I went there, I just found an empty table and happened to sit next to the Northern Bohemian. So met him that first day, and boy, that couldn't have worked out better. Great guy. Introduced me to a lot of people around. That night, a lot of people set up in their rooms in the hotel. There's a, I don't know, 14, 15 story hotel complex there, and you just kind of go from place to place where people have pipes spread out on their beds and for sale, and opportunity to look over what they have, meet people before the show. So did that. Probably stopped that. I don't know what time I made it over the smoking tent, but I know I didn't get back in my room till 1 o'clock or so in the morning. And back at it early. The show opened at 10. I wasn't in the frame of mind to wait in line to get in, so I kind of just hung out in the smoking tent till around 10:30 or so and walked over when it was easier to get through the door. But I mentioned Northern Bohemian, other YouTube people there, Tom, the Diabetic Man, Alan Godwin, Mike Miller. I met Mike is a pipe maker from Missouri, and boy, he helped me out a lot. Really talked to me a lot about his business, how he goes about things. Got some really good insight from Mike, and it was great talking with him. Classical Pipes was there, Dion. Dion bought himself a couple meerschaums. I've never owned a meerschaum, but he convinced me I really shouldn't walk away from the show without a meerschaum. So back in there Sunday morning and picked up my first meerschaum. I'm smoking it here today with a little bit of Peretti's British in here, an English mixture. This is an egg shape with claw coming out, kind of holding the egg. I don't think it'll be my last meerschaum. I'm liking it, enjoying it. See who else? I saw Ian Barnes, IV Pipes was there. Got to talk with him a bit. Really nice guy. Got to hear a little bit about his North Briars. I apologize if I'm missing the name, but his new business that he's got coming out of Canada. I think he's getting ready to open up the website and stuff this week. Saw the pipes he's making. He does some really nice work, really creative work. Smoking Pipeliner, Tyler Jeffrey was there. Tom, the Northwest pipe smoker, showed up on Saturday. Got to spend some time talking with him. Of course, the Dagners were there. Salam from OMS Pipes. Good to see their stuff. Talking with them. Finally meet them. You know, they're so active on YouTube and stuff that it would have been a letdown had I not seen them and had a chance to introduce myself to them. Every bit as nice as they come off on YouTube. Great people, really doing a lot for pipe smoking in general, getting the word out. Just great people. It's amazing looking at some of the videos that I've seen since coming back. So many people there that I would have liked to have met, I didn't see and didn't get a chance to meet. Even given as many people as I did run into and spend time with. Grandpa Bones was there. Bones was having a hard time getting around, so he was in the smoking tent on the couch a lot, so he was easy to find. But got to spend some time with him, get to know him a little bit. Really nice guy. Bought one of my pipes from me. Appreciate that. So I took about 5 pipes with me there. And ended up selling 3 of them while I was there, although that wasn't the intent. Really what I was doing was taking them around to other pipe makers, get their feedback, get a critique, see what I could do better, where are the areas that maybe I can work on and improve my pipe making. And people were really gracious in doing that. They held back nothing, which is what I wanted. So all in all, it was good though. Nothing real serious. Obviously, I'm a newer pipe maker, so I have things to learn, and they pointed me in some different directions. Gave me some tips on how to do things a little differently. I can't see how I'm not going to be a better pipe maker coming away. But people like Jeff Grasick, J. Allen Pipes, was kind enough to look over my pipes. Jeremiah Sandahl. Abe Herbaugh does fantastic work. If you ever seen him, he's out of Vermont, and I'd heard the name, never met Abe, but looked over his work. He was kind enough to look over my pipes, give me some feedback and some pointers as to what's going on. So I probably showed my pipes to at least a dozen people, maybe more. And just asked them for feedback. Grant Batson was there. Boy, he does some nice work. He's a really nice guy too. Everybody was just really nice. Community is something else. Somebody I hadn't heard of before, and I met there. He had tables set up. A guy by the name of Don Marshall out of Arizona was selling some pipes. And again, does some really nice work. Came away with one of his pipes as well. Got a blasted acorn that I got from Don. Really drew my eye to this was this insert. This is a malachite insert, so I guess it's some kind of stone that he actually turned. Said it wore the heck out of out of his tools. So one passed through that bit, and he was resharpening it to go again. But I really like that. Happy to come away with this pipe. Really, really good choice as far as I'm concerned. Right up my alley. So it was good to get that. Don also spent some time looking over my pipes, and a lot of detail. Boy, between him and Jeremiah, those two really had strong eye for detail, and would point out the slightest things that they saw that I could improve with. That kind of feedback is just invaluable. You don't get it when you don't have access to many pipe makers around. So hopefully it's not a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I intend to get back next year. Only other pipe I walked away with was something I never had, church warden. And to be honest with you, drilling out one of these long church warden stems is not something that I think I even want to try. Savinelli, rusticated, church warden. So I did all right. Pipe making supplies I picked up there, boy, they just had everything. Everything from pipe making supplies. SEM was there. I picked up a few ebonite rods from them. They had quite an assortment out on the table, so you could really take a look at the different patterns and stuff that they had. And I couldn't walk away from that, so got that. Bought some tobacco there. One thing that was kind of interesting, I only took a carry-on suitcase with me, so threw all the tobacco into my carry-on and all that. And boy, talk about raising the eyes of the security people at the airport, TSA. They were rifling through my bags looking for those cans. They didn't like them, and then they pulled them out, had to inspect them quite closely and all, but it all worked out. I got there in plenty of time so they could do their thing, say it was okay, and let me move on. But I never expected to have a problem with the pipe tins. Figured that the rods of ebonite would be a bigger issue, but they didn't even care about that. So like I said, the pipe show was great. I never thought that I would be going into a pipe show early in the morning and coming back late at night. But that's exactly what happened. Awful lot going on. A lot of people to talk to. Had a great time. Learned an awful lot. Highly recommend anybody who has a desire to go to that kind of thing to make plans for it. Already, I know that I think it's the last weekend of September, late in September at any rate. Nashville Pipe Show is going to be coming up, and I'm thinking about heading down to that. I don't know if I'll set up a table or not, but may do that this time around. Just a lot of fun meeting these people, and like you said, there were so many people there. In hindsight, that I knew were around, I would have loved to have met, but either didn't know them to see them, or just didn't have the opportunity to run into them. But more pipes there than you can shake a stick at. It's amazing. All those pipes there, you have something in your mind that you like, and of all those pipes, it's strange how only a few of them really pull you in to take a closer look. Great experience. Gonna do it again. So, just wanted to drop in real quick, give you guys my feedback on the show, what I thought of it, for what that's worth, and that's about it. That's all I got. Talk to you all next time. Bye.